We are here, we are here, we are here on this amazing day. Okay, everyone, this is Cam Jones, FX Daily Analysis, and we are marking up GWW. We are on the 12-month time frame. Price action last candle to right hand side is a huge bullish green candle coming from a second last candle being a bullish green doji. So it is identified as a break and retest at the price action towards the second last candle that pushed that market up, with the current price action sitting at the price of 693.46. So now we have to figure out how far this market is going to push up. So this is an active candle, so we don't know if that market's this candle can reverse and drop back down. It can follow up with it can push up further. It can follow up with another candle, push that market up and down, or it can consolidate sideways with the following candle. So the candle we're working off of, because it's an active candle, is the second last candle. So we're going to grab that second last candle high. We're also going to grab that second last candle low. And then we're going to grab the second last candle top of that body. And we're going to grab the bottom of that body of the second last candle. So the body of the second last candle, body of that candle is the zone. So we're going to put a zone in that area so we can see that if what happened when the market did a break and retest as we identify as it sees here, we'll see if it's going to show red candles pushing down, maybe just bullish green that's pushing up. So if the market pushes up further, it can follow up with the bullish green candle to push up further from this level here, or it can come back to retest that SR line, or maybe the major SR line, which would be the zone area of the second last candle body, and still work its way up, unless that market works his way down and breaks through the zone, and we'll see if it's going to follow up with a retest to push that market down, and it can draw out a double top if so for that first, second, third, fourth. If it breaks down below the zone, if it pushes up, as I said before, this is the second last candle and price action identifying a break and retest. So we're going to see if that market is identifying that. So if it is, it may be respecting just a little bit for that market to have a chance to push up further. So the next retest will be at the following SR line, and see if that market is going to push his way up for a break and retest, which will identify as an incline W, which is identified as the second last candle pushed up. So the price action candle formed and spiked down, as we can see, and created some momentum. So that's the second leg. We're going to see if it's going to retest and push up further. Working our way down to the 6-month time frame. So price action 6-month time frame still reading as a huge bullish green candle. Second last candle market, bullish green candle. So second, third, fourth last candle of the market is consolidation. So what happened in that area below that red zone is that the market broke into that area, tagged the bottom of that zone, retest the bottom of the zone, and finally broke out. And we're going to see if we're going to still follow the break and retest between the price and second, because the second last candle has pushed up as we currently at with the line, and the price action came back to retest and still had a momentum to push. So if so, we'll see that incline W that's in that market if price action identifies as a retest at this area we just circled. Working our way to a 3-month time frame. So price action on a 3-month time frame is reading as a bullish green candle spike down to a low. Doji cross dragonfly doji candle, still weak candle overall. So what's happening in that market is that price action is identifying it did come back to retest that second last candle. So let's work our way back from the bottom. So when the market did break into the SR lines that we created, market broke into it with this green candle, came back to retest. So that would be identified as the first leg with the red candle, second leg, third leg, finally broke out of the midpoint of the zone, pushed up to a high, basically consolidated sideways overall, which is reading with the price action is consolidated sideways. But as we walk down the time frame, we may see it as the second last candle push up, price action came back to retest that SR line and pushed up here and closed out at the high. So there's a few things that could be going on in that area. Besides we looking for the break and retest towards this area here. Price action second last candle did tag that at resistance twice, so this tagged the SR line. If we just drew one here twice, so it'll identify as one push to the top, two pushes to the top. So we had a double top, and market having a hard time pushing up further. So we are in that consolidation. So basically, price action is consolidating the midpoint of the second last candle. So we may see it identify as a push with the second last candle retest. The market just went back up to the previous areas of high structure. I should say high of that bullish green second last candle. Working our way to the monthly time frame. So price action monthly time frame is reading as a bullish green candle, more like a doji style dragonfly, still weak candle side by side with the second last candle. Third last candle is a push. So what this market is reading as, if we took a SR line or a zone and we placed it right in this area. So what this market is reading is that the third last candle tagged that zone, market consolidated sideways, price action came along, spiked down to a low towards the third last candle, respected that area and created momentum to still push back up. So in total, market is at a 1, 2, 3, a double top and a retest, or overall triple top, basically three pushes to that top. So we're going to see if that market's going to break out of that consolidation, side by side candles within. Working our way to the weekly time frame. So price action weekly time frame reading as a bullish green candle. So we look for the pattern that's being formed. So price second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th, the last 12 candles in the market is basically consolidation. Okay, so it's almost like a flag pattern. So let me show you guys something. So if we take this, if we pay attention to this huge bullish green candle and we just take it from the midpoint line and drive it to through the top, because we see that the market did respect that area. It's not going to be perfect drawing out, but let's say we dropped it down low. Let's say it respected with the third and fourth to last candles towards that support, and then we take the top of this resistance at red and green and we paid it to that top. What is the market drawing out? So the pattern the market drawing out is a wedge pattern. So that market is basically consolidating in that wedge pattern of the flag pattern. So flag pattern, wedge pattern, patterns being formed, as we can see if it pushes and breaks out of the high of the highest area of the green and red. So that would be looking for price to break the top of that price action wick, or this area. We just put the SR line near the numbers of 696.89. So if we look at what pattern being formed, we do have that first, second, third, fourth retest, market pushed up, and we're going to see if we're going to receive the breakout. If so, market's coming from a double bottom and a retest, or a triple bottom. Working our way to the daily time frame. So now we're in the daily time frame, grabbing the second last candle high and towards that low, which would be the bottom of that candle, which is the wick of that bullish green candle. And we're going to see what's happening. So we can see if we take our zone and we draw it across the board, we can see that the market did consolidate, tag that zone multiple times, and we can see it respected. Let's say we take that midpoint level of that SR line of that high and we put a zone in that area. We have a basically set up for a high, a mid, and a low in price action, and hanging out the resistance of that high with multiple touches. So we're going to see if it's going to drop down, respect, or work its way up, or just consolidate sideways. So headed down to the 4-hour time frame. So price action 4-hour time frame is reading as a bearish red candle currently for the time of 1:30 p.m. The previous candle is at 9:30 a.m. and the market pushed up yesterday at 1:30 p.m. So 1:30 p.m. the market pushed up, and 4 hours later it consolidated. 4 hours later it consolidated. So we're in that consolidation. So we're waiting for the breakout of the third last candle, top side or bottom side. If it breaks down, it's going to break down within that zone, at least to the midpoint, nearing the numbers of 683.38. If it respects and break out, we'll follow up with the break and retest. Forex pattern cheat sheet, click on images. Breakout and retest strategy, click on images. Okay guys, this is Cam Jones, FX, GWW, Star.